On this episode, we're going to be doing a chassis for a 55 to 59 Chevy pickup. This time we're going to use C5 Corvette Suspension, and we're going to give it about a 8-inch lift. Now the challenge we're going to have with this build is the C5 Corvette cradles, because we're going to have to sort of drop them about 8 inches under the frame. I'm going to have to build another subframe between that, so to figure that out, it's a little tricky, and the way we're going to do it is we're going to run some hangers underneath, swing it in midair, pick up our trig points. From there I can build the subframes, put it all together. So let's go take a look at the frame. We'll look at it from start to finish. I'll take you through some of the procedures. Won't make it too boring, but at least you get a bit of an idea what's going on. At this stage, we're going to build the brackets for the upper A-arms in the front and the rear. Those things are mounted to the chassis itself. They were never part of the Corvette cradle. It only held the lower A-arms. So we have to work out the geometry. Lucky I took that from an original Corvette, so we'll be all good to go. Let's take a little look at the rear suspension. There's the upper and lower A-arms, and there it is mounted to the top and the lower cradle. And there it is all assembled, looking at from the rear section and also across to the differential. Now at this stage, we're going to build the cross members. We're going to use 1 1/4 round tube 120 wall and 2-inch wide 3/16 flat strap, and we're going to be drilling mag drill holes down the middle of it with the mill. Here's a look at the X member and the other 3 cross members. And we have another one up near the front bumper. And here is that front upper bracket. There's the upper A-arm mounted to the bracket on the bench, and then we have to mount it onto the frame. Notice the angle that it's at, that's for the steering geometry. There we go, all mounted up. One of the more important things in the build is these subframes I've got to build that are in between the lower subframe and the frame itself. It's a little tricky to get the geometry to it because we're doing an 8-inch lift. So I've got to work that out. I've got to know where my upper A-arms are going to be, and I've got to build a structure that goes from the lower one to the upper frame. And this one I'm going to bolt on. I'm not going to weld it. We'll give you an opportunity. You can take it off when you want, but not that you really ever get a chance to do that. There she is on the rotisserie, and there's the subframes mounted underneath. Then we take a look at the front with it all mounted up and the cross members. There's the LS1 with the front suspension. And another look at the rear suspension with it all mounted up and across the differential. Okay, frame is finally back for the powder coater. We had it done in silver vein grey, and on top of that we had it clear coated. There's a look at the front cross member and the rear. You can see how fine the silver vein is. There's a bracketry up the front. There's a look from the back. But let's go take a look at it. We've dropped the motor in, put the suspension under, and we've rolled it out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Later.